experience the American nightmare?
Malcolm X.
Dear boss, I keep on hearing that the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. I've laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about the leather apron gave me real fits. I am down on horse, and I shan't quit gripping till I do get buckled. Oh, and grand work the last job was. I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work, and I just can't wait to get started again. You'll soon hear from me in my funny little games. I saved some of the proper red stuff in a ginger beer bottle to write with, but it went thick like glue and I can't use it, curse it. Red ink is fit enough, I hope. The next job I do, I shall clip the lady's ears off and send them to the police just for jolly good measure. Oh, please, keep this letter back till I get a bit more work. Oh, then give it out straight. Oh, my knife's so nice and sharp, I just can't wait to get to work right away. Please, good luck. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind me giving the trade name. P.S. Wasn't quite good enough to get this ink off my hands, curse it. No luck yet. They say I'm a doctor now. I was not kidding, dear old boss, when I gave you the tip. You'll soon hear about Sausage Jackie's work. Tomorrow, double event this time. Number one squealed a bit, couldn't finish straight off. I had not got time to get the ears to the police. Thanks for keeping the last letter back till I got a bit more work. Jack the Ripper. From hell, Mr. Lusk. So I send you half the kidney I took from a woman and preserved it. Took a piece I find and ate. It was very nice. And I sent you the bloody knife that took it out. If only you wait a while longer. Signed, catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a dirty mind like mine?
I'll be Burger King and you be McDonald's. I'll have it my way and you'll be loving it.
Can I have your picture? I want to show Santa what I want for Christmas.
Are you a parking ticket? Because you have fine written all over you.
Modesty, also called demureness or reticence, is the name for a number of norms of behavior a society expects from the individual people that make up this society. Excessive modesty is sometimes called prudery. Modesty usually says that the parts of the human body that do not need to be exposed should not be. Usually, this applies to bare skin, hair, undergarments, and especially to intimate parts. Sometimes, the standards do not only say that the respective part should be hidden, but also that special clothing should hide its shape, what it looks like. Different cultures have different standards of modesty. But standards are also different according to who the other people are. That could possibly see one's body. A spouse or partner, a friend or family member of the same sex.
What were you wearing?
A stranger of the same sex, family members of the opposite sex. Strangers of the opposite sex. Other things that influence these norms include the place where it happens. Undressing at home in front of a partner is different from undressing at the home of somebody barely known. The job that people do. A striptease dancer has different norms to a teacher. That way, a teacher that would perform at a nightclub might be seen as bringing a professional to disrespect. Some people say this kind of modesty is body shame. Too much modesty is called prudishness. Excessive modesty is called exhibitionism. Proponents of modesty often see it as respect for their bodies and appearance. Oppressive body attitudes and undesirable outcomes such as sexual crimes, violence, and stress.
How to get sex on the first date every time. Set up the date for sometime after 7 p.m. or when it begins getting dark. Meet her somewhere close to your house, preferably only 5 to 10 minutes away. No dinner or movie dates. Meet her at either a local cafe or a coffee shop. Your goal while on a date with a woman should be to make interesting conversation, build an emotional connection, and get to know her. Keep the topics of the conversations focused on her so that she can share her passions, hopes, fierce with you and begin getting more invested and connected to you. You want to convey the image to women that you are a guy who doesn't judge and likes women who are adventurous and spontaneous and free-spirited. You also want to begin touching a girl during a date and using Kino. Women become sexually aroused when you touch them. This helps let women know that you want to be more than just her friend. Women need what is known as plausible deniability. She needs an excuse that she can tell herself before she goes back to your place just in case something happens. Basically, she can't be a part of the planning phase of her own seduction. She wants to be able to shift the blame and say that it just happened. And girls like to do this all the time, especially when they talk to their girlfriends. You will usually hear them say something akin to,
I don't know, Jen. I was at his place having a drink and we were looking at books and one thing led to another and it just happened.
why do girls do this, you might ask yourself? Because girls don't want to come across as too easy or come across like a slut. Whenever you plan to invite a girl back to your place, always make room and give a woman plausible deniability. You will see your seductions run more smoothly once you do. The biggest mistake men make once they've gotten a girl back to their place is moving too slow. Immediately take her back to your room and sit on your bed. Make sure that you have nowhere else to sit down in your room except on your bed. Begin to talk more slowly and sensually. Also begin to give her sexy, lingering eye contact. Then begin slowly touching her and caressing her back and legs. Offer to give her a massage. When you sense that she is becoming more and more turned on, tell her to turn over but keep her eyes closed. Then take out your and begin teasing her with it, but do not insert it into her. Rather keep on teasing her, and after a certain point, she will begin to want you to her and will beg for you to put your in her. And at this point, simply seal the deal. Congratulations! You have successfully seduced this woman and you will seduce the other 100 girls who you meet and go out on a date with after her. Malcolm Thomas, pickup artist, 152,575 followers on Twitter.